I warned the guy I'm talking to that I'm overweight before our first date, but his sweet response showed he values me for who I am, not just my looks. I have been talking with a man, well, call him Tom, for about a month. We have not met yet in person and are supposed to finally meet at the beginning of June. An hour ago, I sent him a message telling him that I was nervous to meet him because I was a bit overweight. For context, about 1.5 years ago, I ended things with my ex-fiancé. The breakup was very messy and mentally taxing. I entered a depressive state. I stopped working out, gained about 60 pounds, was vaping, and depended on alcohol much more than I should have. I also didn't feel like myself at all, and I was very unhappy. Luckily, I have an amazing family, friends, and a pretty dope therapist. Slowly, I've been able to pull myself out of my depression rut, and by the start of this year, I was feeling much like my old self again. Feeling better, I decided to really grind down on breaking these bad habits. I quit vaping 3 months ago, and about a month ago, I started going to the gym consistently. My relationship with alcohol is much healthier as well. Now I'm trying to clean up my diet to lose weight so I can feel confident in my skin again. I really had no intentions of dating seriously until I met my goals, but here we are. At the beginning of this month, I was bored and swiping on Hinges, and I happened to match with Tom. He asked to follow me on Instagram, and I didn't think much would happen. The first few days we chatted, it was sparse and nothing of interest. Plus, he told me he would be out of town in another country until June. Then everything shifted. We had one really good conversation, and I found myself looking forward to each notification I received from him. He's sweet, kind, and really funny. He remembers small details, such as my favorite flowers. Today he even sent me a photo of a plate with my favorite flower and said it reminded him of me. He's also told me he already likes me on numerous occasions. We send photos of each other back and forth. He has seen what I look like, but I don't think he realizes I'm a bit chubby. Mainly in the arm and stomach areas. We are supposed to meet when he comes back, and I started to get nervous that he would no longer be attracted to me. Which is something that has never bothered me before. I have still been casual with men throughout this. I also know that I am pretty and so much more than looks. But I have genuine feelings for this man, and I am afraid of his rejection. I sent him a message a few hours ago with many of the same details I included here. I'm really nervous for his response, and it's getting close to morning in the country he's currently in. I want to hear advice from those who may have been in a similar situation. Update 1. Hi guys, I do have an update for everyone. I wanted to start by thanking everyone for the very kind comments and encouraging messages. I really appreciate everyone who took the time to read this post and give thoughtful advice. I also wanted to address that all of the photos on my Instagram profile are from the past 8 months. None of my old photos from when I was thinner are present on either platform. However, I do feel these photos are more flattering of myself. Now on to the update. An hour after my Intitula post, he did see and reply to my message. I got super nervous and took some time to calm my nerves before opening and replying. To my absolute delight, it was a very thoughtful and kind message. Up. You were considering waiting and making excuses not to meet? You're beyond fine. I appreciate the vulnerability, but you didn't need to say all of this. However, since you did, I'll say this back. Wherever you're at is fine. You're beautiful, and there's no need to worry. I'm not worried one way or another. Lifestyle, chemistry, and compatibility are what's important to me when looking at who I'm interested in seeing. Not if there's some arbitrary societal standard of weight or beauty. If there's anything I can do to ease that worry, let me know. We ended up talking until about 4 in the morning, and I'm happy to say that we will be meeting when he is back at the beginning of June. Thank you so much again. I will maybe give another update in the future here soon. Update 2. I know everyone has been waiting for the update, and I'm happy to say that today we finally went on our date. Thank you again for all of the encouraging comments and support. But before I jump into that, there were a few more comments and questions I wanted to address, especially because this post made its way to other subreddits. The first thing is that both Tom and I are from the US and live in the same state. He was out of the country for work. He is not a foreigner. Second, many people assumed that I was sleeping with other men while talking to him. I was not. In fact, he was the only person I was talking to. Now onto the date itself. It was absolutely wonderful, and he is genuinely one of the kindest, funniest, and most handsome men I have ever had the pleasure of going on a date with. Tom was very excited to see me, we hugged, and he surprised me with sunflowers. We got cozy on the couch and ended up talking for nearly 4 hours. We got kicked out because the spot we went to closed. He was really easy to talk to, and the conversations moved just as smoothly as they did through texts. Also, I kept blushing because he kept complimenting me, and from the way he was looking at me, I knew he was attracted to me. After we got kicked out, we chatted outside for a bit longer, and he walked me to my car. We hugged, and I went to kiss him on the cheek, and he turned my face and kissed me on the lips instead. It was very cute and sweet. Tom asked me if I wanted to see him again this weekend, and I said yes. He also messaged me immediately when he got home about when and where we would be going. I'm not sure if I'm going to update again, but maybe if something really exciting develops, I will. I wanted to say thank you again for all of the love and support. You'll be beautiful.